Today I felt a huge shift in energy, in the collective energy. And it's kind of like when you are wading underneath the water and you're under the water and you're going through really tough times and you can't get clarity, you can't get a break. You're constantly just working, striving, but you're drowning and not getting clarity. And then today, like, was very suddenly like a shock of clarity, but also like an excitement, like this massive wave of excitement. Like today honestly felt like a pre-spring spring. Like if there was a day that began spring, today would be it, but I know it's not it. It's kind of like like it's a preview. And the sun was not out for 2 weeks in Sedona over Christmas and New Year's week. And it came out 3 days ago, and I've just been taking in the sun's energy, the sun's intelligence and upgrades, DNA upgrades, things like this. The sun's love, the sun's massive love, and it's a lot. It's a lot to integrate. It's a lot on the body, especially when you get the sun in your private parts. That helps a lot too. It kind of fires up those engines down there that are not used to being fired up in that way, get the energy flowing. So today was like, kind of like we're getting over the energy of the holidays, but also just this huge, like, whoa, look at this future. Look at this energy that we're about to step into. Look at this freedom. Look at this embodiment. Look at this power. Look at the work that you've done that is now starting to pay off. It's a collective field. So if we're all carpenters, we're all technicians, we're all doing our little handiwork. Everyone's playing their note in the orchestra, creating a symphony of collective energy. So you reap the rewards of that work you put in every day, of that clearing pain and trauma and things like this. So the energy feels hopeful, just like a big upswing. But also what happens on these days to me sometimes when I don't ground the energy, like doing the rituals and exercises I do with the trees, with the grass, with the river, meditation, things like this, what happens is the divine energy flowing through your heart portal, flowing through your energy body can make you really high, like you're like drunk on love. But if you don't ground it, into reality, this is one of my biggest problems. And people around me, people close to me know that. They know that very well. That's why they have to help me out and remind me sometimes to ground, to do my daily rituals, because I can get out up in the clouds and my energy is not grounded in reality, is not grounded in earth. So what can happen is when you get these massive influxes of light, when it's able to disperse on this planet, like the sun's energy is doing now, the solar codes, like if you don't use it properly, then ego hijacks it. And I've done that. I can have that tendency because if you notice maybe a post where I'm more like boisterous or in my ego or arrogant or combative, maybe, that might be one of those days because you get this new energy influx and then the ego immediately goes, all right, I'm going to take this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to become this and do all this achievement stuff. But really the work is anchoring it into earth, anchoring it into the collective fields, upgrading. So today, the earth and the energy and all of us collectively at the higher level said, hey, we're making a big step up because you put in the work, you're ready to make the step up. We all are. It's a collective agreement. Make a big step up in frequency. And are you ready to embody this power? Are you really ready? Because like today, it's almost like I have to get my head on straight some days because the energy is so massive that I have to integrate it. You have to assimilate it. You have to do your work. You have to ground it into earth. You have to get used to driving a new car of consciousness, literally, because when you're in that flow of alchemy and the God energy and the pipes are open and the heart portal's open, you know, maybe you raised your kundalini, maybe you smashed up those blockages so it can flow up your body. That stuff is electric. That stuff can make you go crazy if you don't ground it, move it, exercise. Like that's a lot of the reason I started having the passion for dancing that I did, because it was just an energetic necessity to move the energy. It's just like flowing through your body and you have to get it out. You have to do something. So what I'm saying is grounding that energy, knowing your note in the orchestra, knowing how you play your instrument. Maybe you play someone plays the trombone, someone plays the cello, someone plays the saxophone, the flute, whatever. Only you know how to play your note in the orchestra. This is an orchestra. This is a divine orchestra, and we're all doing work, handiwork every day. Like a bricklayer, like a carpenter, like a technician, like a painter, like a sewer, like a handyman. Everyone has different skills, no matter who you are. No matter who knows your name, no matter how much money you make, every soul is equally important, because every soul is divine. Everything is divine. So I wish you luck in these upgrades and adjustments, and just in keeping your head on straight too, because it's exciting times, but it's stay diligent in the work and also enjoy the rewards, and don't be too hard on yourself. That's what I have to say today. Let me know what you think.